Okay, welcome everybody to the Judiciary Committee 9:30 agenda this Thursday morning. My name is Carl Rhodes. I'm the chair of the committee. This Zoom meeting and YouTube live stream event will include the following agenda: the 9:30 a.m. JDC decision-making only agenda. The members of the committee, who will probably all be here eventually, are Vice Chair Jarrett Keokolole, Senator Laura Ocasio, Senator Mike Gabbard, Senator Chris Lee, Senator Donna Mercado Kim, and Senator Kurt Favela. This meeting, including the audio and video of remote participants, is being streamed live on YouTube. You will find links to viewing options for all Senate meetings on the live and on-demand video page of the legislature's website. In the unlikely event that we have to abruptly end this hearing, this decision-making due to major technical difficulties, the committee will reconvene to discuss any outstanding business on Monday, March 1 at 10:30 a.m. and a public notice will be posted on the legislature's website. I think that is it. Oh. Okay, yes, that's it. Let me see. We got 1, 2, 3, so we do have quorum. Senator Kim, would you be willing to take votes and just write down? The staff will keep track of the actual votes, and I'll go sign the hearing notice. I mean the vote sheets later. But it's just easier to have someone else take the votes if that's okay.
I'm just kidding.
I didn't hear what you said, so I didn't hear the joke. You okay?
Yes, that's fine.
Okay. All right. All right. So first up today is SB 382 relating to payments of support. This includes tips or gratuities paid directly to an individual by a customer of the employer and reported or declared to the employer under the definition of income to be withheld by employers for payments of child or spousal support. Recommendation on 382 is to pass as is. Questions or concerns? If not, Acting Vice Chair Kim.
Senate Bill 328 pass as
right.
is.
382. Yeah.
382 relating to payments as is. Chair Rhodes?
Aye.
Okay, I'm seeing how am I going to do this? Okay.
Vice Chair Keokolole.
Vice Chair is excused?
Excused, yep.
Okay. Senator Gabbard.
Aye.
Senator Ocasio.
Aye.
Senator Lee.
Aye.
And Acting Vice Chair votes aye. And Senator Favela.
Aye.
Okay, with 6 members present, all voting aye, 1 excused, your recommendation is adopted.
Thank you, members. Next up is SB 597. This allows candidates seeking election to use campaign funds for child and vital household dependent care costs under certain conditions. Recommendation here is to move forward with just one amendment. Right now, that's a blank age for what defines a child. So we'll put in 12 years old as the cut breakover point. And that's it. Any questions or concerns? If not, Senator Kim.
Senate Bill 597 SD1 with amendments for the 6 members present. Do I hear anyone voting no? Any reservations? Hearing none, your recommendation is adopted.
Okay, thank you. Moving on to SB 675 relating to the Hawai'i Employee Union Health Benefits Fund. This amends the definition of employee beneficiary to include the surviving unmarried adult child of a deceased retired member, provided that the child is incapable of self-support due to a mental or physical incapacity, which existed prior to the unmarried child reaching the age of majority. Recommendation on 675 SD1 is to pass as is. Senator Kim, the vice chair is here now, so if you want to.
Yes, because I don't can do it. Everybody, so it's hard to write it all down. That'd be great.
Thank you.
So
okay, members.
SB 675 pass unamended.
Members voting on SB 675 SD1, the recommendation is to move this measure unamended. Noting now the presence of all the members of the committee, are there any noes or reservations?
Reservations.
Reservations for Senator Ocasio. Any other noes or reservations? Seeing none, Chair, recommendation adopted.
Thank you. Next up is SB 742 requires each county police department to collect certain data regarding police stops, use of force, and arrests and submit to the legislature annual reports. Recommendation on this one is to pass with a bad date, May 6, 2137. So with amendments. Questions or concerns? If not, Vice Chair.
Members voting on SB 742, passing with amendments, noting the presence of all members of the committee, are there any reservations? Any opposition?
No vote for me.
No vote for Senator Favela. Any other reservations or opposition? Seeing none, Chair, recommendation adopted.
Thank you. Moving on to SB 754. This lowers the threshold blood alcohol concentration for the offense of operating a vehicle while under the influence of an intoxicant, lowers it from 0.08 grams of alcohol per 100 milliliters to 0.05 grams. Recommendation is to pass as is. Questions, concerns? Seeing none, Vice Chair.
Members voting on SB 754, the recommendation is to pass unamended. Noting the presence of all members, are there any reservations? Any opposition? Reservations for Senator Ocasio. Any other reservations or no votes? Seeing none, Chair, recommendation adopted.
Thank you. Next up is SB 764. This adds a permanent commercial driver's license disqualification for a commercial driver's license or commercial learner's permit holder who is convicted of a felony involving a severe form of trafficking in persons without the possibility of reinstatement. Recommendation here is to pass as is. Questions, concerns? If not, Vice Chair.
Members voting on SB 764 SD1, passing unamended. Are there any members with reservations? Any no votes? Chair, recommendation adopted.
Thank you. Next up is SB 765. This defines highly intoxicated driver, provides the evidentiary standard for establishing that a person was a highly intoxicated driver, requires that ignition interlock devices be installed and maintained on one or more vehicles registered to, and all vehicles operated by anyone convicted of operating a vehicle under the influence of intoxicant during the applicable period of license revocation. Recommendation SB 765 is to amend to require the interlock only for vehicles actually operated as opposed to owned. And this is per the judiciary's comments. And we'll also put a bad date on it, May 6, 2137. Questions or concerns? If not, Vice Chair.
Members voting on SB 765 SD1, the recommendation is to pass with amendments. Noting the presence of all members, are there any reservations?
Reservations.
Reservations for Senator Ocasio? Was that reservations for Senator Favela? Okay, any no votes? Seeing none, Chair, recommendation adopted.
Thank you. Next up is SB 792. This increases the minimum and potential maximum fine for violating certain provisions relating to installation of a noisy muffler. Recommendation on 792 is to pass as is. Questions, concerns? Seeing none, Vice Chair.
Members voting on SB 792, passing unamended. Are there any reservations? Any opposition? Recommendation adopted.
Thank you. Next up is SB 814. This clarifies the process for applicants to apply to open and operate a charter school, provides for penalties for authorizers who fail to timely comply with board decisions. Recommendation on 814 is to pass unamended. Questions or concerns? Seeing none, Vice Chair.
Members voting on SB 814 SD1, the recommendation is to pass this measure as is. Are there any no votes or reservations? Chair, recommendation adopted.
Thank you. Next up is SB 821, allows a minor who has reached the age of 16 to petition the family court for emancipation. Recommendation here is to go ahead and pass with a bad date, May 6, 2137, and we'll put in the committee report. There's another bill that's moving that would disallow all marriages until the age of 18. So there's a conflict with this. So we'll put in the committee reports that we need to look at that conflict, and we'll go ahead and move it along with the bad date. Oh, I'm sorry, there's text as well. Any questions or concerns? Seeing none, Vice Chair.
Members voting on SB 821 SD1, the chair's recommendation is to pass with amendments. Members, are there any reservations or opposition? Seeing none, recommendation adopted.
Thank you, members. Next is SB 839 SD1, authorizes advanced practical registered nurses in addition to physicians to practice medical aid in dying in accordance with their scope of practice and prescribing authority. Recommendation here is to pass with technical amendments. Questions or concerns? If not, Senator Keokalole.
Members, SB 839 SD1 passing with amendments. Are there any reservations?
No vote for me, please.
No vote
Okay,
for me too.
no votes for Senators Kim, Favela,
And no vote for me.
Gabbard. Any other noes or reservations? Seeing none, Chair, all other members vote aye, and the recommendation is adopted.
Okay, thank you. Next up is SB 925 relating to secondhand dealers. Clarify that secondhand dealer laws applying to a secondhand dealer's operation of an automated recycling kiosk. Recommendation on this one. This is mainly about recycled cell phones, by the way. On this one, we still have some stuff to work out, so I'm gonna defer this until 10:24 a.m. Wednesday, March 3, on a video conference. So that's 9:25. I intend to move it forward. We're just not quite ready. 934, this exempts hydrogen fuels from petroleum product measurement requirements. Recommendation here is to pass unamended. Questions or concerns? If not, Vice Chair.
Members, SB 934 passing as is. Noting the presence of all members of the committee, are there any no votes? Any reservations? Seeing none, Chair, recommendation adopted.
Thank you. Next up is SB 964, broadens the definition of food waste as used in integrated solid waste management, excludes facilities designed primarily for composting organic materials such as food waste and green waste. I'm going to defer this one. There's some questions about how it interacts with buffer zones, which we just passed last year. And so hopefully we can take it up again next year and do something.
Earl, were you able to see the, sorry, Chair Rhodes, were you able to see the amendments?
No, I didn't see the amendments. I'm going to defer it for now. I think the conversation was useful, and it's not that I'm opposed to. Well, I always hate it when people say that. I'm hopeful that we can do something with it next year. It's the buffer zone issue that's the problem. So we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Understandable.
Next up is SB 973 relating to Hawai'i Money Transmitter Act. This amends the Money Transmitters Act, changes the chapter and short title to Money Transmitters Modernization Act, incorporates definitions of key terms provided in the model Money Services Business Law, published by the Conference of State Bank Supervisors, and does a number of other things. Recommendation is to pass as is. Questions or concerns on SB 973? Seeing none, Vice Chair.
Members voting on SB 973 SD1 passing unamended. Are there any reservations or no votes? Chair, recommendation adopted.
Thank you. Next up is SB 1122, clarifies requirements on the county boards of water supply, adds representation on the county boards of water supply of the interest to be served by the allocation of water for current and foreseeable development and use of Hawaiian homelands. Recommendation here is to, this is another one where we had some stuff to work out. So we'll defer this to Wednesday, March 3 at 10:24 a.m. Via video conference as the other bill that I deferred as well. To date certain. Next is SB 1123, gives counties jurisdiction over the infrastructure of the Department of Hawaiian Homeland's housing developments in their boundaries under specific conditions, requires counties under specific conditions to commence maintenance on that certain infrastructure within 60 days, subject to tolling to comply with certain other laws. Recommendation here is to pass with a deferred effective date, May 6, 2137. Questions or concerns? If not, Vice Chair.
Members voting on SB 1123 SD1, passing with amendments. Are there any reservations?
Reservations.
Reservations for Senator Favela? Any
Reservations.
opposition? Reservations for Senator Ocasio?
Reservations.
Okay, so we have reservations on this measure for Senators Favela, Gabbard, and Ocasio. Any other reservations? Any no votes? Chair recommendation adopted.
Okay, thank you very much. Next is SB 1220 relating to criminal history record checks. Adds the University of Hawaii to the list of agencies that are authorized to conduct criminal history record checks on current or prospective employees whose positions or duties are related to the security of campus, facility, and persons. Recommendation here is to pass as is. Questions or concerns? If not, Senator Keokalole.
Members voting on SB 1220 SD1, passing as is. Are there any reservations? Any opposition? Seeing none, Chair recommendation adopted.
Thank you.
Chair,
Yes.
I screwed up. I meant reservations on 1122 instead of 1123. Is it possible to fix that?
I think so. Yeah. I'm sorry. Say it again. You wanted,
SB 1122, I wanted reservations. That was on the boards of water supply. And
That was deferred.
oh, that was deferred.
wait a minute. Which one?
Okay, sorry. Okay, got it.
1120. Yes, 1122 is deferred until next Wednesday.
Got it. Sorry.
So we're all straight.
Yep, all good.
Okay, so back to
Take my reservations off of 1123, please.
off of 1123. Okay.
Straight up on 1123, right?
Thank you. Thanks, Vice Chair.
Okay, now I'm totally lost. So okay, what did we already vote on that 1220?
I
Yes.
can't remember. Yeah.
Yes. Okay. So moving on to SB 12.
Sorry, Chair.
That's all right. I'm easily confused these days. SB 1225. This allows the chairperson of the Independent Audit Committee of the University of Hawaii Board of Regents to be selected in the manner consistent with its bylaws. Clarifies that the responsibility of the IAC as to the university's enterprise risk management is to oversee rather than engage in the pertinent operations, and a number of other things. Recommendation on 1225 is to pass unamended. Questions or concerns? If not, Vice Chair.
Members voting on SB 1225 SD1, passing unamended. Are there any reservations? Any opposition? Chair, your recommendation is adopted.
Okay, thank you. Next up is SB 1409. This prohibits council, board, and commission members from serving if the member has not completed within the requisite time the required training courses relative to Native Hawaiian traditional and customary rights. Recommendation here is to move with an amendment. I do have prior concurrence from the previous chair. We'll apply it prospectively only to any new or reappointed members of the relevant bodies. Some of the sanctions are dramatic, which isn't a bad thing, but I think prospectively gives us a better chance of making things run smoothly and still get the training out there that we want to get out there. And let's see. That's it. Questions or concerns? If not, Vice Chair.
Members voting on SB 1409 SD1, the recommendation is to pass with amendments.
Yes.
Members, are there any reservations? Any no votes? Chair, your recommendation is adopted.
All right, thank you, members. That concludes our business for today. We will not have any hearing or DM tomorrow or Monday. Tuesday, we'll be back at it. Thank you very much. If I don't see,
Can you stay on a second? Can we go